everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. I'm your host, Michael Tabor. So, one of my evening editions, it is September 11th, Wednesday. Um, Very sad day. I've already done a video recording in memorial for September 11th. I just posted it. So, anyway, I'm going to talk about life extension. So, by the way, the lighting is terrible. I'm fixing this, and I could see I raised my iPad up a little bit. I noticed in my last video recording it was down, and it looked like I had some like Jay Leno, John Kerry jaw thing going on, like this. I don't know. Maybe that's how I look now, but I was like, oh my god, I look like John Kerry. Like, is that jaw? I'm being a little silly here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I just finished listening to the latest Joe Rogan podcast. David Sinclair. If you don't know who he is, David Sinclair is a Harvard medical researcher. He is a medical doctor. His area of focus was genetics. He's a geneticist, and his area now is life extension, anti-aging, and quite controversial for sure. Like really, you're going to reverse the aging process? Yep, that's the goal, and it is super fucking exciting. He has a new book. I don't know what it is. Not that I'm going to plug. I'm not here to plug him. You know, this is not what Tabor talks about. But I'm going to go through this in the next 5 minutes. Some of the key notes. I actually see on the internet there was something called podcast notes on the Joe Rogan podcast, and these are some of the key takeaways. So what's really exciting is CRISPR technology. What's the guy's name? I think it's Jeff Church, is it? I may have that wrong. And maybe Eric Church. Eric Church is the musician. Doesn't matter. But anyway, he's the founder of CRISPR, which is basically genetic engineering. This gene editing, genetic engineering. I've already done a video recording on this. You could go back on CRISPR technology, but essentially you go in and you fix. When I heard about this, I was like, gene editing? What do you mean? Like you make a little machine that's going to edit? No. This shit is, you can't see. It's fucking small. It's a virus that they inject, and then it's crazy stuff. It's super fucking complicated, but it goes in and it changes. It either turns a gene on or off. And listen, this is just the beginning. And, it's not like it's something you want to get involved in if you have a minor thing. Like, this is kind of almost I wouldn't say last resort, but it's definitely super fucking exciting. Gene editing, genetic engineering, all that stuff. That's the future. Okay, we're talking about, there has been some progress with sickle cell anemia, the HIV/AIDS virus in China. It's super freaking exciting stuff. So, okay, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Or go to my earlier video on CRISPR technology. Okay, so anyway, key takeaways. It says sirtuins. Am I pronouncing that right? Okay, sirtuins are genes which protect all organisms from deterioration and disease. They need NAD plus to function. By the way, I'm going to embed this link into my comments section. So, and I could probably take a picture of this, but no. I'll after I'm done with this, I'll embed it in the comments section. You can take a look at it. So, let me continue on. NMN, that's N as in Nancy, M as in Michael, N. NMN is an NAD plus precursor, which you can supplement with. All right, you could go on the internet and Amazon. NMN, N as in Nancy, M as in Mary, N. NMN, it's a precursor for NAD. And by the way, David Sinclair is not affiliated with any company. He won't even mention it. And if you see David Sinclair's name, he said, don't fucking buy it. I'm not affiliated with any of this. I'm an above board medical doctor, Harvard. Okay, so and I went there, by the way. There's another one. There's called resveratrol, and I've heard about this. This has been on the market before. Resveratrol is thought to increase serotonin activity. So I'm gonna post this. There are products and supplements, and I'll post this link rather than my just going through this and reading this. So listen to the podcast. It's like 2 hours, a little over 2 hours long. And I think it's super exciting. Now, some people will be skeptical. There are skeptics, of course. Listen, science moves slowly. In the FDA, we all know, I've done podcasts about how shitty the FDA is and this bureaucracy. By the way, people, I have a background in clinical research. I didn't work in clinical research. I was a recruiter, a headhunter. And for almost 2 decades, I worked with people, placing people in clinical research, all phases, right? Phase 1, 2, 3, 4. Most CRAs work all 4. They'll have, but some, and they're all different. And I'll be talking about that more. So there's a lot of fuckery, if you will. We're talking about major pharmaceutical companies, big pharma, big gigantic companies, multi-billion-dollar companies, and it's all about profit. So let me do this. Let me end it here. I'm 6.5 minutes in, and I'll just tell you, go listen to that. People that are interested in this, it's super, super fucking exciting. I mean, if there's anything more, listen, your health. This is it. This is what you have. This is your meat body. Take care of it, right? I mean, money means, listen, you need money to get all this stuff. That's another thing I want to talk about. This stuff is not cheap, right? So this MNN, I was ready to order, and I'm like, fuck, I got to spend $120 for a month's supply. Plus, I have other stuff going on. I going for my 4th stem cell treatment. I have another doctor. I've had extensive blood work. She's a medical doctor, a naturopathic medicine. So I'm spending a lot of money, and that's the thing. I was just going to say that money, what are you going to do with money? It's your health, but you need money to get good health. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. All right, let me end it there. So good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding. Tabor Talk.